Director here at the Senior Center in Milford, Connecticut. And this morning you're tuning in for Yoga with Dee. A few house reminders. Please make sure that if you're uncertain about what type of exercise you should do, to consult your physician. Make sure that you stay hydrated. Make sure that you wear comfortable clothes that you can move in. And also make sure that the space you have in your home is free of any trip hazards or.
So come into our space and sit comfortably on the chair or in Sukhasa on the mat, shoulders drawing back and down. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a moment to turn inward. Senior yoga class. So I'm going to ask you to watch or feel your breath. Watch and feel the breath. That count to be even. Breathing in through the nose. Perhaps your count will be to the count of 3. Should be even, the same. Excuse me. This is called Samapriti. Same breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Same length. Even breath. Don't struggle. Don't force. Just inhale into the nose and exhale out of the nose. Now, as you find your rhythm, I want you to lengthen the exhalation by just 1 or 2 seconds. Again, you should not be struggling. Breathing and calming your mind. Think of your intention for coming to today's class. My intention today is gratitude. My intention is gratitude. Now on the exhalation, lower your chin to your chest. Open your eyes and lift your gaze. Good. So we're going to begin gentle warm-ups this morning. Sit tall in your chair, sit tall on your mat. I want you to drop your left ear to your left shoulder and bring the shoulder. As you exhale slowly, drop the shoulder, take the head back to neutral. Inhale, elevate the right shoulder and drop right ear to the right. Exhale, come back to neutral or go off to the first side, shoulder to ear, ear to shoulder. Slowly release. Over to the next side. Feel that wonderful stretch in your neck. We're not running a race. We're just taking our time. Yoga is about stretching, creating space in your body and in your mind. Back to center. Now I'm going to slide slightly forward on the front edge of my chair. I'm going to turn the chair. Easier for you to just lengthen forward. Pressing my hands into my thighs. I'm going to sit up. And then I'm going to round my back and roll back. So you can see the back touching the back edge of the chair. Chin roll to the chest. I'm going to scoot forward again and lift up. And round back. Continue that same movement. Exhale. We're going to add on. I'm going to add the arms. Stretching. Making fists. Drawing the elbows back as well as the spine, chin to the chest. Diving forward, reaching up, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, navel to spine. Continue the movement, flowing evenly, continuously. Find that straight spine, press your hands into your thighs, lengthen up through your spine. Shoulders draw back and down, crown of the head reaching upward. We're going to take an easy little twist. I'm just going to chum in my chair now. Take an easy twist over to one side, bring the hands over here, lengthening through the spine, pressing my feet firmly to the earth, pressing my sit bones to the earth, and begin to spin. Let the movement happen from your navel, through your waist, rib cage, chest, shoulder, and then the head. Continuing that samavriti, that even breath. Release. All the way up through the crown of the head. And release. Come back to center. Very nice. We're going to come into our tabletop. Remember, using the chair, you just stand up, turn your chair so that the seat is facing. I ease my knees because it's easier to move the spine. With locked knees, it's difficult to move the spine. It's just more of the lower body rather than the spine. So I have that little ease in my knees, and I'm going to press my hips over to one side, and then I'm going to turn and look over the opposite shoulder. Come back to neutral. Do the same thing to the other side. Hips to one side, looking over the opposite shoulder. And just a few more times. Remember, hips are going in one direction, torso is turning in the other direction. Now, we're going to come into our little cat and cow pose. So I want you to press your chest forward, let your belly drop. We're looking up. Now we're rounding the spine, chin to the chest. Continuous movement. Cow. In and out. Remember, if you're going hands and knees, same thing. Wrists, shoulders in alignment, knees, hips in alignment, chest forward, head up and down. Don't be in a hurry. You want to lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and then shorten from the crown of the head to the heel. Front body stretching, back body stretching. We're going to come to what we call the little puppy dog stretch. So if you're on the floor, on your hands and knees, you're going to lower your forearms to the mat. You're going to walk your hips back away from your elbows, and you're going to press your chest and your forehead towards the mat. Creating a nice space within your spine. You can do the same thing on the mat, with the chair. You don't have to bring your elbows or forearms down if you're very tall, but you can have this comfortable forearms, elbows on the seat of the chair. Walk your feet back. Press your chest and your forehead down. If it's uncomfortable to do that, just walk your hands forward and keep the elbows lifted. Press your chest and forehead in. Walk back in. Now we're going to go into our downward facing dog. So I'm going to plant my hands at the very edge of the chair. Remember, wrists and shoulders are in alignment. Then I'm going to start to move back so that you see that nice long line through the arms and the forearms. I'm not squeezing my shoulders in, I'm opening the shoulders, external rotation, width and breadth across the chest. I'm walking arms distance away. Notice that I have my knees bent. Now I'm going to let my chest press towards my thighs and my head relax. Lifting upward through my navel. I'm going to alternate bending one knee and then the other. Walking the dog. I'm going to ease my knees, look forward, walk forward. Relax the hands, place them on my thighs, bend my knees, straighten the legs, and stand up. If you're on your mat, back, get those shins up, get those hips back. Ease the knees. You can lunge or you can do little baby steps forward. Place your hands on your thighs if you wish. Straighten your legs and stand up. I'm going to come into my Tadasana, my mountain pose. So I'm standing at the top of my mat. This is our posture, our alignment. Feet can be together or hip width apart. That depends on the comfort of your body and your legs. Draw the outer edges of your shoulders back. Let's fire up those legs by lifting the kneecaps, engaging the thighs, navel lifting up, tailbone dropping down. Crown of the head is free floating. So we're going to start to get some energy going into the body, and I'm going to start with what I call the wood chopper's pose. I want to step my feet to the outer edge of the mat. The arms forward, palms are together, and I'm going to overlap my thumbs. So I'm going to draw the arms over my head, maybe a little bit of a back bend in the upper back. Inhale the breath, and then let it go. Come back up, strong legs, and let it go. Yes. Yes. Let go. Once more. Rise up. Now I'm going to interlace my fingers. Release the index finger. Step my feet a little further together. Raise the arms over my head. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to move a lateral stretch off to one side. I can press through my hips if I want to increase it. Squeezing my elbows together. Ideally, the biceps are close to your ears. Come back to center. Let's lift up and over to the other side. Shoulders relaxed, don't hunch them. To the hips if you wish. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lengthening from the soles of your feet through your torso, energy through the fingers. Rising up, bend your elbows, bring your hands to your heart. Relax your hands to your sides. We're coming back to Tadasana, our mountain pose, our posture. So stretch a little bit through the shoulders and the arms. And so I'm going to ask you to take one arm out to the side. Float it right across your body, resting that palm on the opposite shoulder. The elbow is parallel. I'm going to take the free hand so that palm can press and stretch. That shoulder. I'm going to draw the shoulder one direction. I'm going to look over the shoulder. turn my head. And release. Relax that arm down. Same thing, opposite side. Load it across. Have the palm to the elbow. Stretch. Cross look over your shoulder. Back to center and release. Now, first arm, raise it above your head, bending the elbow, little pat on the center of the back. Reach across to the tip of the elbow and a little stretch. If it's uncomfortable to get the arm there, you can do the same thing. Just hold the elbow and stretch. Remember, always modify. Make that pose fit your body. Don't make your body fit that pose. Good. But I might want to move a little laterally. I might want to push my hips off to the side and increase that lateral stretch just to get those ribs expanding this morning. Taking some deep breaths. And a release. Same thing on the opposite side. Raise that arm. Bend the elbow. Tip of the elbow. Movement. Those triceps. And come up and release. Very nice. Shake out. Our forward bending this morning. Simple. And I'm going to slowly slide the hands down the legs. Notice that I'm looking towards the earth. Chin, relax. Now maybe you want to come to the point where you're right above the knees, and that's perfect this morning. But if you feel heavy in your shoulders and your head and you want to go a little deeper, maybe you go below the knees, maybe down towards the shins, or maybe to the earth. Coming back up, I'm pressing my feet firmly down. I might even climb the legs by simultaneously taking the hands up, or I might just come up in one piece. We're just easing, stretching the backs of the thighs. And repeat the same thing. Hands on the hips. Inhale the breath. Lengthen through the front of your body. Ease your knees, chin to chest. Feel heavy in the head, arms, shoulders. Down, maybe halfway. Hang out there a little bit. And then pressing down to slowly come back. Once more, deep breath in, chin to chest, exhaling, navel in, glide down, stay above the knees, below the knees, maybe to the earth. And once you're here, you can alternate straightening one leg and then the other. Up, you climb, or roll up. We're going to press down to rise up. Take those shoulders up, back, and down. Keep the arms behind you. Palms are facing away from your body. Shoulder blades drawn together. Inhale the breath, lift your chin. A little bit of a forward bend. Now this time you lead with your heart, lead your torso. Maybe come a third of the way and try to get the arms up a little higher. Maybe you want to come halfway like a little tabletop. Arms up. Maybe you want to go all the way down this morning. Pull forward, fold. Arms up. We're going to press down, arms and legs. Ease the knees and slowly rise. Come back to your Tadasana, always back to home. Tadasana prepares us for every standing asana, every standing pose. I'm going to start with a few sun salutations this morning as well. Taking your chair, placing again, make sure the four corners of the feet are firmly on your, we're going to bring the arms overhead. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, arms come out, torso comes forward, planting the hands on the chair or on the mat. Chin to your chest. Flat extension, remember straighten your elbows, lift your chest away from your legs, look forward, lift your tail. Drop back down to that forward fold. Now we're going to step back with one leg. We want to come into a little bit of a plank pose. So I'm going to come forward into my plank pose. Then I maybe ease my knees coming into a little modified cobra. I'm going to push back into downward facing dog. Ease my knees, little baby steps if you wish. Coming up to the chair or the top of your mat. Rise up. Bring your arms around and over your head. Inhale. And exhale, hands to your side. Repeating. You do several rounds. And this is a good way to warm up in the morning. And you can do as many rounds as you wish to. Remember, forward fold. Flat back extension. Back to forward fold. Step back into your little plank pose. Shoulders over wrists. Ease your knees. Come forward into a little cobra. Push back to your downward facing dog. Look forward. You can baby steps or step one foot up. Step the other foot up. Bring the arms around and over your head. Arms out to the side and down. Same thing. I call it sun arms. Easing down like a waterfall. Flat back extension. Branch your hands. You can come into full plank or maybe half plank. You're going to come forward so you can come into a little baby cobra or maybe upward dog. Lower down. We're going to push back up into downward facing dog. Ease your knees, either baby steps or plunge forward. Rise up. Arms out to the side and down. We'll do one more round this morning. You can do as many as you want. You can do 6, you can do 8. Remember, even forward. Flat back extension. Stepping back into your plank. Coming forward into a little cobra. Pushing back. Downward facing dog. Little baby steps or lunge forward one foot, lunge forward the other foot, rising up and hands back to Tadasana. Very nice. I'm going to set the chair off the mat. Now we're going to come into a Vinyasa. That's linking several poses together. Starting with our Tadasana. Remember, shoulders stay over hips. Lengthen from collarbones to fingertips. Gaze strongly down the length of your body. Remember your even breathing. Samavriti, in breath and out breath. Even breath. I'm going to reverse it. So I'm going to flip this palm. Draw that arm up. Backhand to the leg. Stretching. Coming back to level position, both knees are straight. I'm coming into my triangle, so I'm just reaching off my hips. Changing position of the arms. You can hold on to that leg if you wish, or shin. Or if you want to work those legs, the bottom arm, you can bend that elbow. I call it dangling triangle. Wrap it behind my waist, reaching up. So now I'm concentrating on total alignment and strength of my legs to hold it. Rising back up, turn my feet parallel, relax my arms. You can jump your feet together, or you can heel and toe your feet back together. Sun arms, deep breath in, and out. Very nice. We're going to do the opposite side. So I'm just going to turn with the arms, changing legs, moving up into warrior two. Face away from the leg, shoulders down. Long, even breath. Quiet, even breathing, calming the mind. Staying focused, staying centered. Reversing that palm, hands to the back side, reach back to center, straightening both legs, lifting from the thighs, gliding over the front leg or triangle. Don't drop your head. Long line, right through the crown of the head. Dangling triangle. Hey, nice work. Rise back up. Turn that leg parallel. Again, jump them together, heel and toe together. Sweep the arms around and over your head. Deep breath in and out to the side and down. Very nice. So we're going to come back onto the floor, but we're going to come from downward facing dog. Taking my chair forward or coming to hands and knees or forward fold first, and then stepping back away from the chair or stepping back away from your legs. Or if you're using the chair, ease your knees, you don't have to straighten the legs. Lift your tailbone, press your chest to your thighs. Breath in and out. You may be on the mat. Now, if you're going back to the mat, you're going to lower your knees, plant the shins, ease to child's pose. If you are using your chair, you're going to walk into your chair, turn around, sit, stack your forearms, or clasp behind the thighs, chest resting on the thighs, chin throbbing. Keeping your head above your heart, chin. Slowly come back up to a seated pose. And so we're going to take an easy little twist. So I want you to, just as we did earlier, simple twist, turn to one side. Release to center and turn and twist to the other side. And come back to center. Now, we're going to bow over the right leg. So I'm going to take that right leg out to the side, plant both palms on that leg. On the mat, both palms on either side of the thigh. And ease my body over that. Ease over. Let your body to relax and release. Slowly come up. Now I'm going to take a twist away from that leg. More. Back, I'm going to do the same thing on the other leg, bowing over that leg, hands on the thigh, bowing over the leg. Slowly come up. Now, if you're on the mat in Sukhasa or in the chair, arms come over your shoulders, take a deep breath in, and slowly extend forward. You may rest your hands on your knees. You may rest your hands on the mat. You might walk the hands further forward and just ease the body forward fold. Slowly come back up to sit. So now extend your legs straight out and flex the knees. Feet and knees are about hip width apart. And allow your rib cage to come forward towards the thigh. Allow your hands to either rest on your shin or to the inside of your legs. I like them on my shin so I don't squeeze my shoulders into my ears. And then just rest over those legs. Same thing if you're seated in the chair. Come forward. Use my body. I'm resting my elbows and my forearms on my thighs. My wrists are just dangling. Just torso forward and shin to the chest. Some of you might even find reverse and slowly sit up. I'm going to slide a little bit further back on the chair. And I'm going to just cross one knee over the other for another little twist. So opposite hand comes on top of that knee. Thumb is going to float behind me to hold the back of the chair. Remember, from the navel to the crown of the head, begin to unwind, begin to turn. Release. Now, I'm going to keep that knee on top, but I'm going to bring the foot maybe to the chair if it's comfortable. Just let it come out to the side a little bit. This time, the bottom leg, I want to straighten that a little bit. I'm going to prop myself on my heel. I want to stretch the back of that straight leg. I'm going to lift the torso, deep breath in, and ease over that thigh. Remember, foot is flexed, heel is on the mat. I can feel that stretch in the back. Straight leg, the underside leg. Slowly lift and cross. We're going to change sides. Reverse, twisting first. Opposite hand to leg, reach and hold the back of the chair. Get opening through the front body. Begin to rotate, revolve. Make it happen slowly. Release. I'm keeping the leg crossed, but I'm lifting the foot a little bit Pushing it out to the side. This bottom leg straightens, foot flexed. Lifting the front of the body, hinging from my hips, coming forward, stretching. Drop one shoulder, keep even, over the body. And slowly straighten. If you're doing it on the mat, basically the same, leg straight, one leg in, hand behind me. Wrap that arm around the leg, take your twist. Release. Now, you're going to cross knee to knee, bottom leg is straight, lifting the torso, even over the leg. You might stay here, you might come here, you might slide your hands towards the foot. And breathe. Uncross the legs and shoulder. Now, if you're working on the mat, on the floor, I'm going to invite you to lie down. I'm going to have you bend your knees. Bend those knees a little bit. Push into the base, lengthen up through the spine. Then begin to round your back. You want to feel all of the spine coming onto the mat. Use your hands for support if you need to. Slowly come down. Straighten one leg, straighten the other leg. Taking knee into the chest, hugging that knee. Dropping the leg out to the side. Bring the leg to center, knee down twist, opposite hand to knee. Your arm on the mat. Slide the leg across. Invite your body to open and relax. Always roll your head to the opposite shoulder. Back to center, hug that knee. Maybe you want to bring your chest, or your chin, or your nose to knee. And release. Doing the exact same thing for the opposite leg. Look the same way for my chair ladies, yogis. Opposite knee in. Drop the hip to the side. Center, opposite hand, draw it across. Opposite arm out. Your head always goes in the opposite direction of the knee. Back to center, hugging the knee to the chest, chest to knee, chin to chest, and release. Either lying on the mat or sitting in the chair, preparing for final pose of Tadasana. We're going to sequentially relax the body. If you're sitting in the chair, use the chair to support your body. Slide to the back edge, shoulders over hips. I'm going to turn my palms up so they're facing. Throw the shoulders back and down. Chin parallel with the floor. And I'm going to just close my eyes. Often if you wear glasses, I invite you to take the glasses off for Shavasana. Do not sleep with your glasses on. Close your eyes. Now, begin to bring your focus and your attention to the toes. And stop. Attention to the tops of the feet, bottoms of the feet. Relaxing. Let your awareness travel up into the ankles and the shins. Relax the calves. knee joints. 5. Deep breath in, fill the belly like a balloon. Slowly as you exhale, empty, 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 squeezing the navel. Relax your rib cage. Relax your shoulders. Elbows. Forearms. Wrists. Relax your palms and your fingers. Consciously swallow to relax your breath. Parting your teeth. Relaxing your chin. The corners of your eyes drop inward. Outer corners of your eyes. Relax the front brain to the back. Slowly begin to come back. Wiggling fingers. Wiggling toes. Lowering chin. Stillness. Inhale the arms slowly over the shoulders. Stretching your body. Reach your hands to the sides, at your knees. Lower your chin to your chin. Your hands to your heart center. Down to your inner right. Namaste. Now, some people may be given a field of roses and only see the thorns in it. Others can be given a weed and only see the flower. The key component is gratitude. And gratitude will bring you joy. So thank you so much for sharing today's class with me at the Senior Center. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care of yourself and have a good day. See you next time. Thank you.